Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trends Tech. And today we're talking about the upcoming Apple event, which Apple is calling Glowtime. So they're taking Showtime and taking a spin on it and calling it Glowtime. That is actually supposed to go down on September 9th, 2024, which will actually fall on a Monday instead of like a Tuesday or something. So either way, it's actually a little bit closer than I thought it would be. So I'm kind of cool with that. So let's go ahead and kind of like talk about my thoughts and opinions on the whole thing or whatnot. So obviously we're going to get the iPhone 16 models, right? You're going to get the iPhone 16, the Plus, which I believe after this year, they're not going to be making the Plus anymore. So if you guys want a Plus, probably this is the last year to get it. Then you're going to have the 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max. As far as we know, or as far as like, leaks and rumors and all that stuff, the displays are supposed to get a little bit bigger. I don't think the overall size is supposed to increase, but whatever. Bigger displays, hopefully bigger batteries. And this time you're going to have the 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max. They're supposed to have like the same camera size. So you know how last year with the 15 Pro Max, you had like the 5X on the larger model, but the 15 Pro, you didn't get that 5X camera. Well, looks like this year it should be the same 5X camera according to the leaks and to the rumors. Then on like, let's say you're like your regular 16s, like your 16 and your 16 Plus, one difference is going to be is that the camera is going to look a little bit different. It kind of seems like Apple's like always changing up like the camera arrangement, but this time they're changing it up what looks to be like an actual practical reason, and that is so you can have the lenses be lined up, kind of perfectly or whatnot, so you can record spatial content. Pretty much last year, the only thing that you could record spatial content on was a Pro Series phone. So you had to have the 15 Pro or you had to have the 15 Pro Max, whereas this year you can record spatial content, which looks to be starting on the basic 16, 16 Plus, then the Pro and Pro Max series. So that's a little bit of a change there. Also, I believe the 16s are supposed to be getting the action button. So that's this little button right here. To be honest, I kind of use my action button just for the camera, and that's really about it. I know a lot of people were kind of back and forth on the whole mute switch thing. And to be honest, I kind of missed the mute switch for a little bit. But once I got used to the button, it was just like I never thought about it anymore. The other rumor about whatever with the 16, which you may or may not care about, is the fact that there's supposed to be like a dedicated camera button, which would be, I believe, like on the lower right corner. So what would be the point of that? The point is basically if you hold your phone up like this, like most people do, you would have a button, dedicated button to take photos with. Who would use that? Pretty much anybody that loves physical buttons. Like there's a lot of people out there that still really haven't gotten with the whole digital shutter and buttons and stuff like that, even though we've had phones and digital displays for years and years and years. Some people still like to have that whole like tactile feel or whatnot. Beyond the iPhones, I don't know what's coming. Some people say AirPods. I say wait and see. Other people say, AirPods Max. I still say wait and see because it seems like every single year we've wanted those to come out. Apple is just like, hey, we're just going to drop those whenever we want to drop them. I don't expect to see any sort of like Mac upgrades or anything like that. They'll probably have another scary, spooky event sometime in October where all the M4s and all that stuff will come out. So I think that event did pretty well, like the last time around. So yeah, I think they'll push that out. It'll be out there, but hey, who knows? Anything could happen. I don't have a crystal ball. But speaking about, like the whole event or whatnot, obviously, if you don't already know, Apple's going to be streaming this event on their website. It's going to be a pre-recorded event, just like the past pre-recorded events have been. And to be honest, I kind of like the pre-recorded events. There's like less mistakes that can happen. They're actually quicker, and you don't have to sit there and wait for people to, clap and applause like after every single thing that is announced. So that's kind of like a clean, good thing that, if you're there, obviously you get to see it in person and you're watching a video, but you also get to see the products. Whereas everybody else who can make it to an Apple event or they weren't invited, you can at least see pretty much the same stuff that people are seeing and not really feel like you're completely missing out. But yeah, that's where we are with the event. Now, here's my thing with the whole side note of adding in like the Vision Pro, right? I believe because Apple has pretty much updated us at every single one of these events with a little tidbit from the Vision Pro. I believe we will get a couple more announcements, a very quick mention of the Vision Pro, probably somewhere towards the beginning, maybe within the first 5 to 6 minutes of the event, because Apple has kind of just been on brand with that lately. Like every single event since the Vision Pro's debut, we've gotten like a little clip of, hey, we're still working on the Vision Pro. We're still doing this with the Vision Pro. Here's some more announcements with the Vision Pro. So that paired with being able to record spatial video on the iPhone 16s, that kind of is, piquing my interest because, hey, I cover the Vision Pro. And the other thing I want to talk about with these new iPhones coming out is the question comes up every single year. Should I upgrade? Or is this the same phone? Or what's the point? Well, honestly, I'll tell you guys straight, like pretend we're in the same room, we're having a conversation. I would tell anybody who's looking at an iPhone 16 or above a couple of things. If you're looking to have USB-C and you've never had USB-C before on an iPhone, so we're talking like iPhone 14 series and older, let's say you're still like on the lightning connectors and stuff like that. If you want USB-C, you could go to the iPhone 16, or what you could do is you could buy a pre-owned, you could buy a refurbished, version of the 15 series, because the 15 series has USB-C on there. So if that's all you really want, you don't need to go out and get a brand new 16. So that's just, one thing to think about. The prices of the 15s are going to start dropping, and they will drop even more. Also, if you're looking for like let's say like the Pro Max series or whatnot, and all you wanted was that 5x camera, and you're coming from an older, let's say iPhone 12 Pro Max, iPhone 11 Pro Max, even I would say the 13 Pro Max, probably still go with the 15 Pro Max if you really like the bigger size phone. If you want a smaller size phone, but you want that camera that wasn't available last year, probably go with the 16 Pro Max. And once again, there's going to be discounts. You're going to see stuff at Best Buy be on sale, this, that, or whatever. The one thing that always happens with Apple is that Apple never leaves up their previous Pro models on their website. So if you're somebody that shops discreetly through Apple, you won't be able to get a quote unquote brand new version of the 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max. They will take those, they will refurbish those, but when you go to the website, you'll see the brand new 16, 16 Plus, 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max, and then you'll see the previous 15 and the 15 Plus, but you won't see the Pro or Pro Max, anything like that. So just watch out for that. The other thing that a lot of people, they may take advantage of are trade-ins. Sometimes the trade-ins are good, sometimes the trade-ins are bad. So honestly, if you're looking to get rid of an older phone and you're just going to trade it in and get rid of it, you don't care, fine, you trade it in, get some money off. That would be a reason to upgrade. As far as reasons to actually upgrade, or if you're looking for reasons not to upgrade, if you're looking for a 100% completely different experience than what you've experienced for like the past 5 years, there's not going to be that much of a change. The biggest thing that Apple is really going to be advertising slash, showing off is going to be Apple Intelligence. And even that's rumored to come to some of the older phones. Like it's still kind of a mess, like how all that's supposed to work out, but we're supposed to figure that all out at the event. But essentially, if you want the latest and greatest, go ahead and upgrade. If you can save some money and, it's not going to like hurt your pocket, I don't have any problems with you upgrading. But if you still want to stay on Lightning, you should be fine. If you still want to go with a 15, you'll still be fine. There really shouldn't be too many issues. They'll probably upgrade like the Wi-Fi to like Wi-Fi 7 or something that nobody cares about. And the battery life might get this much better, but it won't be enough to really like pull your hair out. Go watch the tech YouTubers, go watch all of the talks and to test and all that stuff. Me personally, what I'm going to do is I will get the 16 Pro Max. The reason why I'll get the 16 Pro Max is for, the telephoto camera, just because I just like having the extra reach. I also like having a bigger screen. I also like having a bigger battery. You might be saying to yourself, well, why would you be doing that? One, I have a YouTube channel, so it's content, I'll be honest. And the second thing is I will actually be able to take this phone, and this will be my, beta phone per se, aka my top down view camera. So one thing I used to regret was I would trade in my iPhones when honestly these things are really good cameras if you don't have a phone line on them. So yes, this will probably retire to being a camera or dedicated camera for this channel and testing out different software because I really don't like using betas on my main device. And pretty much this channel will be paying for it. So, hey, yay for me. But like I said, if you guys don't have a YouTube channel, if you're like, like, hey, I'm really kind of stuck on the money or anything like that, make sure you guys take care of yourselves. Make sure you look for discounts and stuff like that. Look at Best Buy, look at apple.com for the refurbished section. Even if you do go on Apple, there's like education discounts. There's discounts if you're in the military and you have like the ID Me system thing or whatnot. So there's that. But as far as the rest of the event, that's all we really know. Like there's like some glowy stuff that's going on and it's just a teaser. Nobody knows exactly what's coming, but I'm actually, kind of ready for it. Like this has been it's been kind of a wild ride trying to cover like the Vision Pro content and the inconsistencies with the things that are like coming out versus like it seems like this year Apple's trying to just do a little bit more, at least software wise, with the iPhone. So hey, that's what I think about it. Those are my thoughts and feelings and opinions and all that stuff. If you guys want to see more content like this and you want to see some more Vision Pro stuff, make sure you guys go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys later. So, all right, y'all, take it easy. Peace.